welcome back to Fluttering Butterflies. My name is Michelle and this is going to be my January book haul. I'm going to tell you about the 18 books that were sent for review this month and the 3 books that I bought myself. Let's get started. The first book I wanted to share with you is this one. It's called Wishbones by Virginia McGregor. This one is about a girl trying to help her mother, who is one of the most obese women in the UK, and she tries to sort of figure out where the underlying problems lie. It sounds really interesting. I'm really looking forward to reading this one. I was also really excited about this next book, and that is Mind the Gap by Phil Earle. This is a Barrington Stoke book. It's quite a slim book, so I'm gonna try to sneak it in to my my reading in February. I heard it was based around a true story on the London Underground, and it's by Phil Earle, so whatever, I'm gonna be excited no matter what. The next book is called A Friend in the Dark by Pascal Ruder. This one was sent from Walker Books unsolicited, but it sounds really interesting about a boy who's kind of struggling in life, and then a girl in his class starts tutoring him, and he wonders what her end goal is, I suppose. I was also sent 2 copies of the latest by Catherine Woodfine. This is The Painted Dragon in the Sinclair's Mystery. I love their beautiful covers, I really do. And leave a comment down below if you want my spare copy of The Painted Dragon. I'll be running 2 giveaways in this video, so make sure you subscribe to this channel and also like and comment below if you want this one. I also have a copy of The Burning World by Isaac Marion. I believe this is a follow-up to Warm Bodies. I never read Warm Bodies, I never saw the film, so I'm not familiar with the story. Looks like quite a chunky book though. The next book I got was this copy of Silver Stars by Michael Grant. This is his follow-up to Frontlines, about an alternative history in which women fought in World War II, which is really exciting. And also it came with this book, which is Dead of Night, a Frontlines story, which is a World Book Day book being published for World Book Day this year. That's exciting. I also got these 2 books from O'Brien Books, Danny Brown and the Monster Toothbrush, and Danny Brown and the Talking Teeth. They're a little bit younger than I would normally read, but thank you for those. Very excitingly, I got this copy of History Is All You Left Me by Adam Silvera. This is one of the first books that I'll be reading for my February TBR, about a boy whose ex has died, and he's overcome with lots of grief. He has OCD and he turns to a very unlikely person to help him through this, and that is his ex's new boyfriend. So I'm very, very excited about that one. I'm also really happy to have this book, Orange Boy by Patrice Lawrence. I've heard some really amazing things. I think that's an amazing cover. It says, "Not cool enough, not clever enough, not street enough for anyone to notice me. I was the kid people looked straight through, not anymore, not since Mr. Orange." I'm really, really intrigued by this book. Hopefully we'll get to that one soon. I also got this beautiful, beautiful hardback copy of All About Mia by Lisa Williamson, about the middle of 3 sisters. I'm really excited to read it. I also got a copy of This Beats Perfect by Rebecca Denton. I'm really, really loving all of these books in the YA market at the moment about music. This book, The Edge of Everything by Jeff Giles, came unsolicited by Bloomsbury, but it sounds fantastic. Look at the page edges here. This one's being published in early February, and I'm really quite excited by it. I also got a finished copy of Ink by Alice Broadway, and it is so shiny and beautiful. I absolutely adore it. Next up we have Room Empty by Sarah Musi. This is about a boy and a girl at a sort of rehab center. One is suffering from anorexia and the other from addiction. And you know how much I love mental health stories, guys. Next up we have this book, Letters to the Lost by Bridget Camarera. This is her first YA contemporary story. It sounds like a romance in which secrets are shared I'm really quite intrigued. I really do enjoy Brigid Kemmerer's stories, so thank you for this one. And the final book sent for review, it was really quite special. It was amazing to open. It was this book, it called The Sea in the Huntress series, by Sarah Driver. I did hear Sarah Driver talk a little bit about this book. It's kind of a middle grade adventure story. I believe that might be what the cover looks like, or maybe something entirely different. It sounds like such a fun adventure story. I'm really looking forward to it. Wrapped in this faux fur, which is really soft and wonderful, and it came with this little wooden wheel, this little like metal golden dragonfly, and with a little message in a bottle. It's so pretty. I actually have 2 copies of this package, so if you'd like to win your own copy of this beautiful book and all of these other fun goodies, including the faux fur, again, make sure you subscribe to this channel and like and comment below saying that you're interested in receiving that package. Finally, I did buy 3 books this month myself. The first is The Collected Poems of Emily Dickinson, just because I love poetry and I've not read very much by Emily Dickinson, so I'm hoping to start that sometime soon, but it is quite a chunky read. I'll probably just dip in and out of it. I found these last 2 books in charity shops. The first is The Mystery of the Clockwork Sparrow by Catherine Woodvine, which is the first book in her sort of adventure series, I guess, in a department store, which sounds really cool. And also P.S. I Love You by Jenny Han, which is the follow-up to All the Boys I Loved Before, which I read recently and really, really loved. Oh, don't go! I completely forgot that in January I was invited to Scholastic Books for their blogger book feast, and I did come away with more books. I completely forgot until just then, but I picked up the Museum of Heartbreak by Meg Lederer, because I'd heard good things. Girl Heart's Girl by Lucy Sutcliffe, again, really excited, and also Super Awkward by Beth Garrett. I also got in their goodie bag a poster book of the Fantastic Beasts and a Hunger Games official coloring book, and also lots of little samplers and goodies. I think probably most excitingly, though, I got a copy of Showstopper by Haley Barker, which we heard a little bit about during the blogger feast. This is like a dystopian sort of thing set in a circus, and it sounds so very good. It's not being published until June, so I'm really happy to have this very early copy, and it came with a little bag of popcorn. So that's it from me today. Those are some of the books that I picked up for review or bought myself. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to enter the giveaways for both The Painted Dragon and The Sea. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.